welcome everyone. It looks like we have a few new people, so I always like to introduce myself, and I am Jessie Mahoney. I am a yoga instructor, mindful coach, pediatrician, and I do a lot of physician wellness work, and I'm one of the leaders in the Mindful Healthcare Collective. And I offer yoga almost every Saturday morning at 9, barring some conflict. And I will be teaching, I like to teach on holidays too. It makes the holiday better for me. So if you happen to have a day off on Monday, please join me. The other announcement I wanted to make is that we will also be having a special yoga class tomorrow evening with Anne Kennard. It's called Yin and Violin, and she's gonna play the violin. And Yin is a different kind of yoga than I teach. It's more of a restorative, hold the poses a long time. And I am especially looking forward to Anne playing the violin for us. So that'll be at 7 o'clock Pacific time. The link is in the Mindful Healthcare Collective. And then tomorrow, another episode of our podcast is going to be released. So we would super appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and listen and share it with folks. We just recorded an episode about yoga as medicine, which will be coming out soon. So I also encourage those of you who do yoga to listen to that, because there's a lot of interesting information that maybe will inspire you to do more yoga. And I always also like to remind people to do what works for you. It's really hard for me to see you in your Zoom boxes from far away. And so you do all of the poses at your own discretion. So if something doesn't work for you, just don't do it. If it hurts, don't do it. If it seems like it just doesn't work for your body, skip it, do something else. A huge piece of yoga is learning to listen to your body and learning to understand what messages it's sending and what works and what doesn't. So along the way today, pay attention and do what works for you. So with that, take a comfy seat on your mat if you're not already there, and hips above your knees. Try to relax into your seat. Send the energy downward through your hips into the earth below, and draw its strength up through you. There's an energy below that you can draw up into your chest space. Tilt your pelvis gently forward and grow your spine long and tall towards the sky. Drop your shoulders with intention. Shrug them just a little and loosen things up if there's any tightness. And rest your hands gently on your thighs. Take in a deep breath through your nose and a big out breath. And one more deep in breath and a big out breath. And focus for a moment on the sound to help you land in this space, in this moment. So today I wanted to focus class on this theme of unbecoming, which came up for me this week in doing some personal exploration. And Ni Chang, who I think is here, shared this quote with me, which was quite powerful for me and quite powerful for many others. Maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming anything. Maybe it is about unbecoming everything that isn't you, so you can be who you were meant to be in the first place. So I wanted to offer this concept of unbecoming, shedding layers, letting go of what doesn't serve you to become more of you. So I've been working on shedding these, I like to call them the shoulds and the old identities for a while. and learning to allow that inner part of you to shine. And that's actually how I ended up here teaching yoga to all of you on Saturdays. But to get here and to continue to move forward is not easy work. It seems like it should be easy work to just allow yourself to be you. But it involves a lot of removing layers and letting go with intention. It's intentional work and hard work, and it takes curiosity and presence. It's kind of like minimalism, clearing out clutter, emotional clutter, physical clutter, letting go of what isn't you in terms of stuff or thoughts and beliefs, heaviness in your chest. And it may not be what isn't you, but what's no longer you, to create that space and lightness. I like to say so you can hear your heart better. Today, as we move on the mat, see if you can hear your heart better and notice what is you. Listen to your heart. Notice what thoughts and feelings might be weighing you down, what might be holding you back, what might be keeping you stuck. And see if you can allow yourself to be vulnerable and allow that part of you to go. Allow yourself to unbecome. This idea of unbecoming is a being, but it's also not linear. It's messy. It's kind of like a metamorphosis. If you think about the caterpillar in the cocoon trying to get out and getting through all of the threads and the chemical reactions, the dissolving and the transforming and the reacting to become something else, but to become that butterfly that flies free. It's not about the achieving or pushing or accomplishing. It's literally shedding layers and allowing yourself to shine. So today, I wanted to think about that as we move through yoga. How can you unbecome, even just a little bit? Listen to your heart. Notice what's not you. See and allow what is you. And discover what kind of butterfly you might want to become. Bring your left hand to your heart. Press gently. Place your right hand atop. Take a deep breath in through your nose, like you're smelling the flowers, as Nietzsche said to me yesterday. And a huge out breath through your mouth. Another deep inhale. Fill up your chest and that heart space. And a huge exhale. Notice for a moment if you can hear your heart a little bit. There's more space in there. Can you feel it with your left hand? Bring your hands to heart center. Press those palms together. Finger pads touch, thumbs touch, elbows out wide. Take in a deep inhale and a big exhale. And take a moment to connect with your intention, your wish for today. Is there something you already know you'd like to do on the path to unbecoming? Or can you just take this time to discover what that might look like for you? Listen to your heart. Make space, declutter. Bring your hands to your thighs and slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Let the light in. Focus on a spot loosely in front of you and just allow yourself to be for a moment. Notice how perhaps you feel a bit different. Inhale both arms up towards the sky, palms together. Drop your right hand grounded into the earth, left hip grounds into the earth. Reach that left fingertips over towards the right. Bend into the right elbow, stretch the whole left side body. Deep inhale into the left rib cage and let everything go. Once again, deep inhale with intention and let it out. Press into that right hand, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, left palm grounds into the earth, right hip grounds into the earth, left fingertips reach over towards the left. Bend that left elbow gently, press it into the earth. Inhale deeply into the right rib cage and let it out. Another deep inhale here. Let it out. Press into that left hand, reach both arms up towards the sky. Ground your hips into the earth beneath or the block if you're sitting on it. Twist towards the right. Drop your hands. Your right hand tense behind you, left hand onto the right knee. Twist towards the right. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, twist gently. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Reach tall and long. Exhale, just one more deep inhale here. Inhale, fill up your lungs, and exhale, wring out all of the old stuff you don't need, the clutter getting in the way. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky, twist back to center. Exhale and twist towards the left this time. Left hand tense behind you on your fingertips, right fingers rest gently on the left knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist towards the left, wring out what you like to let go. Inhale deeply to that space behind the heart. And exhale, wring it out, whatever may not be serving you. Inhale deeply, notice what it is you'd like to let go. And exhale, let it go with love and intention. Inhale, bring both arms up towards the sky. Once again, twist back to center. Ground your hips into the earth beneath you. Clasp your fingertips, flip your palms up towards the sky. Shimmy them behind your shoulders, elbows a little behind your ears if that works for your body. Inhale, reach tall, slight arch back. Exhale, round forward, come into a seated cat. Suck your navel towards your spine. Allow your head to release. Inhale, reach tall, slight arch, seated cow. Exhale, round into seated cat. Enjoy all the sensations. Use the breath to help you move. Inhale, reach tall and arch back slightly. Exhale, round and fold forward. Inhale, reach up towards the sky once again. Release your hands, allow them to come out towards the side and rest at your sides by your hips. Take out whatever you might be sitting on, if you're sitting on something. And come to a seat with your legs stretched out long in front of you. Rock side to side on your sit bones. Move the flesh of your seat out of the way, as we say. Tilt your pelvis gently forward. Spine is long and tall. Stretch so you're hinging at the hips rather than rounding your back to start. Press your knees towards the earth, toes flex back towards your nose, legs are fully engaged. Drop your hands behind you, tense your fingertips once again, puff your chest out, drop your shoulders, come into Dandasana or staff pose. Every muscle in your body is working. You may notice a shaking in your legs or your toes. Take a deep inhale into that heart space, fill it up with nourishing air, and let it out. Another deep inhale into the heart space, and let go. Relax everything. You can roll your ankles out, release your arms. Engage your core and reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward into a loose forward fold if need be, and just allow your head and neck to fold forward. Deep breath into that space between your scapula and the back. Notice all the sensations everywhere. Deep breath into that chest space behind the heart with intention. Make room to just see what's going on in there. And let it out. One more deep breath here. Slowly walk up your shins, your knees, your thighs. Hinge upright once again. Bring the soles of your feet together into seated butterfly pose. So the soles of your feet are together, knees are out wide. Rock side to side on those sit bones once again. Take your hands to your arches if you can, or your ankles if that doesn't work for you. You can bring your heels in closer towards your groin if that works for you, but you don't need to. And press your knees with intention towards the earth. Close your eyes for a moment. Puff that chest forward. Deep breath into the heart space. And exhale, let things go. Take a moment and just connect with your chest. What can you hear in there? What does your chest say? Release your hands from your ankles or your arches and spread your legs out wide towards the side. Straight your legs out into a wide angle pose. Once again, rock forward on the sit bones. Ground them into the earth. Hinge at your hips so your spine is tall and long towards the sky. Flex your toes towards your nose. Your legs can be out wherever works for you. Rock side to side on those sit bones and ground into the earth. That's where your strength comes from. Take your hands, tent them behind you. Once again, puff your chest out, press your fingertips into the earth, grow that spine tall towards the sky. Deep inhale. Exhale, press your knees towards the earth, toes flexed towards your nose. One more deep breath here into your chest, into that space behind your heart. Big exhale. Take your hands to the outside of your thighs. Bring your legs together gently. Bring your knees around the side, and we're going to come to sit in hero's pose. So you're going to have your feet behind you. You'll be on your knees to start. You can check out the screen if you want. And then you'll sit your sit bones back towards your heels. You can bring your feet apart gently if you need to. You can place a block underneath you if you wish, or you can just let your sit bones rest down towards the earth. From here, bring your hands to heart center once again. Close your eyes and take a moment here in hero's pose. Breathe into that chest space and connect with your heart again. Can you connect with what is truly you? And if you need to readjust, do so, realizing that we are all our own unique human body, and different things might work for us in different moments. And if something is calling out to you here, either in your chest, take note, or in your feet, or in the position, in the tops of your thighs, adjust if needed. One more breath here. Connect with what's going on in your heart space. Listen to that heart. What is it telling you? Slowly open your eyes. Bring your hands down towards the earth. You're going to shift forward, tuck your toes underneath you. We're going to come once again into broken toe pose. It's an uncomfortable pose, but as you're trying to shift or unbecome, it reminds me of the cocooning metamorphosis. So you'll wedge your toes underneath you, untuck all of them. So all 10 toes are pressing into the earth. And you'll notice as you lean forward, there's less pressure on your toes. As you lean back towards your heels, there's more pressure on your toes. So you're going to do what feels comfortable for you. Your toes will make noise. And the idea is to sit with the noise. Notice the discomfort. Allow it. Allow the release. And even to enjoy it. When you need a break, you can shift the weight forward gently, lift your hips up off your heels, and come back gently if that works for you. Bring your hands to heart center once again. Draw your attention into your chest space. And notice what may be coming up here. What might you need to let go through that toe stretch? Deep breath in and big breath out. One more deep breath here. Shift your weight forward, and we'll come from here into hands and knees. Bang the tops of your feet out. Let it go. Feels amazing, and enjoy it. Really stretch them out, stretch your toes in the opposite direction. And then with intention, come into hands and knees, tabletop position. Ground all of your fingers into the earth. All 10 fingers press into the earth, all 10 knuckles, both palms ground downward. Energy is strong into your arms. Draw up the energy through the earth into the shoulders, through your spine. Back is flat, tabletop position. Engage your core here. Tops of the shins touch the mat, tops of the feet ground downward. Extend your right foot long behind you. Drop your your heel, your right heel towards the earth. Roll open, come into gate pose. Your right arm's reaching up towards the sky, outer edge of the right foot's grounding into the earth. Exhale, drop your right arm over your right ear. So you'll stretch from the outer edge of the right foot all the way through the whole right side body, through your fingertips. Deep inhale and extend long through every centimeter of the whole right side body. One more deep breath here. Big exhale. For those of you who wish, engage your belly and raise that right leg up towards hip height. So you'll be long in either directions into a balanced gate pose. This doesn't work for you, just stay in gate pose. 2 breaths here. Focus your attention on the balance. Notice any shifts, notice any change. Press your heel into the back wall, fingers long in front. Slowly lower that right foot. Raise your right arm back up towards the sky. Come back to hands and knees, tabletop. Rock side to side, shake it out. Inhale into cow pose here. Arch your spine, crown of the head reaches towards the sky, sit bones reach up towards the sky. Exhale, round into cat, drop your head. Inhale, cow pose, crown of the head, sit bones reach towards the sky, arch your back. Exhale, round. We'll come back to neutral, tabletop position. Extend your left leg long behind you. Drop your heel towards the earth. Twist open to gate pose on this side. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Outer edge of the left foot grounds into the earth. Exhale, reach your left arm over your left ear. Extend the whole left side body, every centimeter with intention, stretching long in either direction. Breathe deeply into all the nooks and crannies of that left side body. And let it go with intention. Breathe in through your nose and let it go. If you wish, come into balance gate. Lift that left foot up, leg up to hip height. And extend long in either direction. Engage every muscle in your center and your core to help with the balance. Notice any shifts or wobbles and just allow them. 2 breaths here. Draw your attention once again to the chest space and the heart space. Anything coming up there, anything to listen to here in this pose. Lower your left foot, raise your left hand up towards the sky, come back to hands and knees. Even out to your tabletop. Inhale, raise your right arm up towards the sky and exhale, thread the needle through the left hand, left knee, come into thread the needle pose. You're gonna drop your right ear and the back of your right shoulder towards the earth. Bend that left elbow and stretch out the outer edge of the right shoulder. Walk your left fingertips long in front of you. Reach that arm long, stretch those fingers as far forward as you can. Notice all the stretch in the back body. Draw your attention to the space behind the heart here. It feels and looks very different. Deep breath in Huge breath out. One more deep breath here. Enjoy it. Notice what's happening. Listen to your heart. Slowly walk that left hand back underneath your elbow. Press into the left hand, untangle the right arm, reach it up towards the sky to release and lower it to hands and knees. Inhale your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it between your right hand, right knee, back of the left shoulder, left ear. Bend your right elbow. Walk your fingertips long in front. Come into thread the needle on this side. Once again, draw your breath to that space behind the heart. Bring your right hand back under your elbow. Untangle your left hand, reach it up towards the sky and lower it towards the earth. Come back to hands and knees. Walk your hands forward a handprint, curl your toes and reach your sit bones up towards the sky. Come into downward dog. Just enjoy it for a moment. Walk your feet out, bend one knee and then the other. Notice all the sensations in the backs of the legs. You can press with intention into your hands, shift your hips back and up. Just notice what feels good, what doesn't. Lift up onto your tiptoes and step, hop, or jump towards the front of the mat. Come into a forward fold. Widen your feet if you need to. Allow more space between them. Bend your knees if need be. Grasp your elbows and allow your head and neck to release here in a forward fold. Just notice here all the sensations. Shift your weight into your toes and back into your heels. You can shift to the right or to the left. Just notice all of it. Release your hands and engage your belly and slowly roll up to stand, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head will be the last to rise. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Draw them back towards the back of the mat. Pinch your scapula together virtually and allow your hands to fall to your sides, palms open. Deep breath into that space behind your heart and let it go. Got one more deep breath in, Tadasana here. Ground your feet into the earth, deep breath. Big out breath. Inhale your arms out and up towards the sky. Palms come together, slight arch back. Fold forward into a forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight. Crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, fold forward once again. Ground your palms into the earth and step back to plank. Top of the push-up. Ground your hands into the earth. Engage your belly, strong top of the push-up. You can shift your weight onto your tiptoes, bend your knees, and untuck your toes, lower down chaturanga. However it works for you, try to keep your elbows in towards your torso. Slowly lower down. Forehead comes to connect with the earth. The weight is out of your hands. Inhale, lift your chest up into low cobra, gently. Exhale, lower down. Press into your hands, curl your toes, press back to hands and knees and up to downward dog. Pause for a moment here. Focus your attention a foot or two in front of your feet. Focus your gaze in downward dog. Come to stillness and just notice how you feel here. One more deep breath in. Lift up onto your tiptoes. And once again, step, hop, or jump to the front of the mat, however it works for you. Come into a forward fold. Once again, keep your knees bent generously. Take your left hand, put it in between your feet, ground it into the earth. Bend to the left knee, straight the right, twist open towards the right side. Roll your right wrist out, one direction, and then the other. Lower it down towards the earth. Replace the left hand. Bend your right knee straight, your left knee, twist open towards the left, roll your wrist out to the left and to the right. Bring your hands back to the earth. Engage your belly and slowly roll up to stand. Vertebrae by vertebrae, head will be the last to rise. Shrug your shoulders with intention up towards your ears. Draw them back towards the back. Visualize your scapula pinching together. Lower your hands towards the earth, palms open. Tadasana or mountain pose. Take a moment here and notice how you feel. Lift all 10 toes up off the earth and lower them down. Ground your feet into the earth. Draw the energy up through your legs into your pelvis. Tuck your pelvis. Grow your spine long and tall. Heart light in your chest. Drop your shoulders. Breathe deeply into the chest. And a big out breath. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, lower your right arm back down towards your right thigh. Ground your left foot into the earth. Reach your left fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, tip towards the right side. Extend long through the whole left side body. Deep breath in. You're going to use your core for stability here. Inhale and exhale. One more deep inhale. Stretch those fingertips towards the right side. Exhale, come back to center. Raise your right arm up alongside the left. Lower your left hand to your left thigh. Ground your right foot into the earth. Reach your right fingertips towards the left. Use your core to stay tall. Inhale into the chest space. And exhale, let it go. Once again, inhale, ground the right foot, reach through the right fingertips towards the left, and let it out. Inhale the left hand up towards the sky. With intention, ground both feet into the earth and reach your fingertips tall towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, twist towards the right this time. Open your arms out in either direction. Inhale, reach both arms up. Twist back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Use your body core strength here to hold yourselves tall. Move slowly. Inhale, reach both arms up. Twist back to center with intention. Exhale, twist towards the right. Open your arms out in either direction. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Twist back to center. Last one. Exhale, twist to the left this time. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Twist back to center. Allow your arms to fall to your sides. Roll your shoulders back 3 times with intention. Notice all the sensations and roll them forward 3 times. Pause for a moment here. Close your eyes and just notice all the feelings, sensations, fingers, toes, chest space. Focus on the breath, come in through the nostrils and let it out. Inhale your arms out and up towards the sky, palms together, fold forward towards the earth. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank once again. And pause in plank, top of the push-up. Press back directly to downward dog. Ground both hands into the earth. Inhale, raise that right leg up towards the sky.
Exhale, gently bring it between your hands. We're gonna come straight up into warrior one here. Warrior one is a little bit shorter stance than warrior two. Your right foot faces front of the mat. Left foot is pigeon-toed a little bit towards the left front corner of the mat. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky. And exhale, you sink into your head, bend that front knee. Walk your right toes forward if need be, so your right knee does not extend beyond your right ankle. You'll press that left heel back into the floor, earth, if you can. It doesn't need to touch, but you should have a nice stretch in the left calf. Tack your right hip back and your left hip forward. Inhale, reach your arms long. Exhale, sink a little bit into your hips. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Pause for a moment. Press the thumbs into your sternum and the heart space. We're going to come into warrior three here. You're going to shift your weight into the front foot, lift up onto your back toes, and shift your torso forward. It's a balance pose and it's not an easy one. So just do what you can. Shift your weight forward, lift off the back foot, raise the back foot up into the air. Continue pressing your palms together. Press your thumbs into your sternum and raise your back leg up wherever it's comfortable. In an ideal world, you're in a horizontal plane, but you don't need to be. 2 breaths here. Notice all the wiggles and the wobbles. If this doesn't work for you, just stay in warrior one. One more deep breath here. Slowly shift back to warrior one, palms together. Extend your arms out towards the side walls. Flex your fingertips, reach them towards the sky. We're going to wrap our arms into eagle arms. So right arm will come under the left, elbows wrap together, and you'll grab your thumbs or your palms, whatever works for you. Inhale your elbows up to shoulder height. And exhale, just pause there. Inhale, lift your elbow up an inch. Exhale, lower it to shoulder height. You should feel a nice release in the space between your scapula. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward towards the inside of the right leg. Bring your elbows in towards your chest and allow your head and neck to release. Whatever works for you here. Deep breath into that space between the scapula. Some people will come all the way down. Some people will be halfway up. It doesn't matter. You can stay upright too if that works for you. Just allow your head and neck to release a little bit into the cradle of your arms here. One more deep breath. And exhale, let it go. Rise back up. Untangle your arms, release them out towards the side, and allow them to fall down by your sides. Clasp your hands at your sacrum. Straight your elbows, press your fists, extend them into the earth, puff your chest out, shoulders down and back. Deep breath into that space behind the heart. And let it go. One more deep breath here. Last one. Unclasp your hands, reach them out and up towards the sky. Once again, on the exhale, fold forward, bring them to either side of your foot. Ground your palms into the earth and step back directly to downward dog once again. Take a moment here, press into your hands, press your hips up towards the sky. Lift up on your tiptoes, lower both heels towards the earth. Notice all of the sensations. Bend your left knee, press your right heel into the earth. Bend your right knee, press your left heel into the earth. Come back to center, back to downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg up
directly towards the sky. And on the exhale, bring it between your hands, come into warrior one. Left toes jet one towards the front of the mat, right toes are pigeon toed. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Wiggle those left toes forward so that when you bend the left knee, your knee does not come in front of your ankle. Press your right heel into the earth. Inhale, reach tall and long. Exhale, sink a little lower into the hips. Tack your left hip back, right hip forward gently. Whatever works for you. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, sink a little bit lower here. Once again, inhale, tall. Exhale, sink. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your palms together. Press the thumbs into your sternum, elbows out wide. Lift up onto your back toes. Shift your weight into your front foot and we'll shift forward into warrior three. For those who wish, raise your right foot up into this air, ideally to hip height, but whatever works for you. Focus on the balance. Notice what comes up here as you try to hold this position. You can flex your back foot if you wish to help with balance. Press your thumbs into your sternum. One more breath here. Slowly shift your weight back, come back to warrior one. Release your arms, press them out towards the side walls. Fingers flexed towards the sky. On the exhale, wrap your arms into eagle pose on this side. Left arm becomes underneath the right arm this time. Grab your thumbs or your palms, whatever works for you. Elbows to shoulder height. Pause for a moment. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower them to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale. On the exhale, round forward. Bring your elbows in towards your chest or your belly and allow your head and neck to release. However far feels good for you, ensure that you ground your feet and your legs are strong and stable. Take a deep breath into that space behind the scapula here. And let it out. One more deep breath here. And let it out. Inhale, elbows, torso, crown of the head, come back up towards the sky. Untangle your arms, release them out by your sides. Lower them to your sacrum once again, the triangular bone at the base of your spine. Clasp your hands, shoot your fist towards the earth, extend your elbows, chest puffs out towards the front. Deep breath into that space behind the heart. Fill up your chest fully. And let it out. One more deep breath here. Last one. Release your arms towards your sides, raise them up towards the sky. And exhale, twist towards the side of your mat. Open your feet out so they face the, like a second position, sorry. Bring your hands back to heart center. Sink your hips, bend your knees, and we're gonna come into goddess pose. Sink those hips down. So your knees are gonna come out right over your toes. Sink your hips down, hands come together once again at heart center. Press those thumbs into your sternum to connect with that heart space. Inhale here. Exhale, sink down into your hips a little bit more. Inhale. And sink down just a little bit more. Keep your knees out over your toes, whatever is comfortable for you here. You may notice your thighs calling out. Raise your right heel. Lower it down. Raise your left heel. Lower it down. And raise both heels up towards the sky. If you can, and slowly lower them down. Straight your knees. Release your hands, shoot them up towards the sky into star pose. Deep breath into your chest and let it out. Lower your arms towards your side and heel toe your feet together. We're gonna come to a seat from here. And I want to take a moment, as I've been doing every week recently, to come into double pigeon, because it's a pose that releases everything. Once again, reminds me of that metamorphosis. So you're going to come to a cross-legged position, bring your knees close together to your hips or shoulders. So your right leg will be in front of your left knee, your right ankle's in front of the left knee. If you wish, you can bring your left foot atop your, your right foot atop your left knee, or it can be in front, whatever works for you. Rock side to side on your sit bones, ground them into the earth. If this needs to be really loose because you're tight, that's totally fine. What you want to ensure is that your knees don't hurt here. You're going to tilt your pelvis forward and walk your hands in front of you gently, wherever you can go. Some people will be able to go all the way forward. Some people will only be able to go a little bit. If you happen to have blocks, a really lovely thing to do is to stack a block in front of you and put your forehead on it, or pillows. Take a moment here. Draw your attention to the outer right hip. For some people, even just staying upright and not shifting forward gives a release. Draw the attention to the outer right hip. Notice the sensations there. Breathe into them. What needs to unbecome there? What needs to dissolve and let go? Is there something there that gets in your way? It's cluttering you up, holding you back. Send the breath to that outer right hip and let it go. 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Notice your heart starting to slow. Walk your hands back towards your shins. Raise your torso, crown of the head up towards the sky. If you're using the block, move it out of the way. Stretch your legs long in front of you once again. Extend your knees. Rock side to side on the sit bones. You want to even out your hips here. Ground both hips into the earth. Engage your core. Raise both arms up towards the sky and fold forward over your knees. Come into an easy forward fold. You don't need to press your knees into the earth. Just allow the release in the back and the hip space. You may even want to press into one hip and the other. Twist your waist gently. Just notice all the sensations, noticing the release. Walk back up your shins. Recross your legs in the opposite direction. So left shin is in front of the right, left ankle's in front of the right knee, or left ankle is atop the right knee, whatever works better for your body. Every body is different. Rock side to side on those sit bones. I know I sound like a broken record, but it helps you ground into the earth and move with intention. The transitions are particularly important in yoga. If you don't pay attention to the transitions, you don't end up where you want to be. Tilt your pelvis forward and hinge forward at the hip. You may just go an inch or 2 and rest your hands on the floor. You may be able to walk your hands far in front of you. Back should be more straight. Or if you have the block and you want to lower your forehead, third eye into the block and ground downward, you can also do that. Once you've settled in a position, send the breath and your attention to the outer left hip. We carry a lot of old stuff in our hips. So use this time to release, to dissolve, to transform it, and get rid of whatever is there that you don't need. 3 more long, deep breaths here. Listen to your hip. Perhaps listen to your heart here. They may have something similar to let you know about. As you breathe into that spot behind the heart, you may discover you have a lot more space than you did before. What can you see or notice with that new space? Slowly walk your hands back up towards your shins and extend your legs long once again. Shake out your knees, just lift them up and down. Rock side to side on your hips. Gently fold forward into an easy forward fold. Once again, release the upper back, release the backs of your legs. If you can reach your toes, tug them back towards your nose a little bit and just notice the release. Come up to a seat. Ground your hips into the earth. Raise your arms so they're parallel with your legs. Flex your toes towards your nose. Engage your belly, every muscle in your core, and slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae with intention. You're doing this with purpose, moving, folding, as slowly as you can until you land on the earth. When you arrive there, just notice the connection to the earth beneath you. Bend your knees. Soles of the feet touch the earth. Walk your heels towards your buttocks. Flip your palms over to face the earth. Press your palms and forearms into the earth. Press into your feet. Lift your hips up into an easy bridge. Take your hands, grab the outer edge of your mat, tug your mat towards your heels to open your chest and lift your hips up a little higher. Knees connect with intention. They don't actually connect, you're just drawing them together in your mind's eye. Lift your hips up towards the sky once again. Release the sides of the mat and slowly let everything come back to the earth, one vertebrae at a time, lowering your hips down towards the earth. Untuck your shoulders, draw your knees into your chest. Roll on your sacrum lower back, massage your lower back, release any tension there. Release your knees and allow your feet to land on the earth. Feet apart, knees together. Soles of the feet are on the earth. Raise your arms up over your head into a loose cactus shape. Exhale, lower the knees towards the right side into an easy twist. Breathe into the whole left side body here. And let it go. With intention, reach your left knee towards the front right corner of the mat on the inhale. Exhale, let everything go. One more deep breath in this twist. If you wish, turn your gaze on the exhale to the left this time. Deep inhale and exhale. Draw your knees, bring your gaze back to center. Draw your knees back to center. Readjust your hips. Knees together, feet apart once again. On the exhale, allow your knees to fall towards the left side this time.
Right knee presses towards the front left corner of the mat. Arms are still in a loose cactus shape above your head. Deep inhale into your chest. And exhale, let it go. Notice the stretch, the whole length of the right side body, especially in the hip and waist area. Inhale, press that right knee virtually towards the right front corner of the mat. Exhale, let it go. Deep inhale into the whole right side body, into your chest space. Exhale, gaze to the right if you wish. One more luxurious breath here. Bring your gaze gently back to center. Draw your knees back to center slowly. Readjust your hips. Bring your arms back slowly by your side. Notice all the sensations of you as you move. Rest your palms on the earth. Readjust your hips. Extend your legs long in front of you. Allow your toes to fall to the outer edge of the mat. And with intention, flip your palms open towards the sky in this receptive position. Allow for whatever transformation may come from this practice, or as you rest and surrender completely here in Shavasana, corpse pose, a final resting pose, a chance to be, and a chance to allow your body to fully let go. Enjoy the work, enjoy the shifts, and rest completely. Allow the earth to hold you here. Let go of all conscious control of your breath. And just take a few moments to be in stillness. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And settle back into your body. Take a deep, intentional inhale. Reach your fingers long above you. Stretch your arms, stretch your toes, fill up with air. And let everything go. Draw your knees into your chest.
And gently, lovingly roll to one side and take a pause for a moment. Consider, what if it is about unbecoming everything that isn't you, so you can be who you were meant to be in the first place? What would that look like today? Take a moment to thank the part of you that chose to come and join me for yoga this morning. To notice what might be happening inside and to listen to your heart for this short time period. What did you learn that you might like to take out with you into the world today and in the week ahead? Gently and slowly press into your hands and come back up to a comfortable seat. Sitting back on your block or a blanket or a pillow. With intention, ground your sit bones into the earth beneath and grow your spine long and tall towards the sky. Drop your shoulders. Taking a deep inhale into your chest. And a huge exhale, let things go. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your palms together. Connect each finger pad. Press them together. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Connect with your heart space and your chest. And you that's underneath. Take in a deep inhale once again. And a huge exhale. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I hope you take a few moments to listen to your heart today and perhaps unbecome what you're not and spend a little time becoming more of who you are and what you would like to be. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.